A sacred timeline secured mean? Well, if you have listened to Ishmael Perez live last night, it's the highest timeline. I'm always saying 5D and higher. I'm always saying highest timeline. That's what we're talking about. The highest timeline is the sacred timeline secured. He also mentioned some huge things in his videos lately, and I just want to tell you about them, but you may not believe them because they're so huge. So we have Lucifer going back to God, and we have both Red Queen AIs dismantled. Now, I'm going to leave it at that because it's a very deep subject and it's from Ishmael Perez, but it is from the universe. It's from the Galactic Alliance. It's from the Raw Confederacy, etc., etc. So that's some really deep stuff that I'm not going to get into. But if you like what I just said, you can go to Ishmael Perez and check him out. But this is some huge stuff. Okay, this is way big. This is like saying the devil's been defeated in kindergarten talk. Okay, so with that being said, we have the sacred timeline secured. There also is a middle timeline, a lower timeline, and also different places for 3D people, for evil people. Okay, so the only thing I can tell you, to make a long story short, is to be the best you can. If you still have addictions, I would suggest to get rid of them. That's why there's different levels. There's different levels because we're all on a different journey, but we're one collective. So, really, really good news. But I won't get into all that. Like I said, I just want to say that it's going A plus in Astro. I keep telling you that. And this all happened within the last 48 hours with the Red Queen. And last month was Lucifer going back to God. This stuff is just huge. And when I did go to banning and I talked with Ishmael Perez live, that was the question I asked again, because he doesn't talk much about it. This stuff is so huge, you would think you'd be talking about it 24/7, but it's kind of like hush hush, but tell everyone kind of energy. So we've got the King of Questing energy. The King of Questing is my cue card. It is also my King of Wands card of creativity. And we are being creative. So we're going to go in and check on some cards. All right. I just love this spiritual good news. It's just so humongous. You can't even really talk about it. It's just, you just got to let it all play out. And once we let it all play out, that's why the whole thing is changing. Everything's changing. Okay, we've got the King of Questing. Okay, so what kind of energy is that? It's keep your ego in check. And that's one of the reasons why I definitely aren't going to get into all this, ain't going to get into all this, whatever the word is, because the Raw Confederacy and the Galactic Alliance is some huge stuff that I'm not going to get into it. Keep ego in check. Stay creative. Moving toward the quest. Natural born leader. Success. Visionary. Timelessness and fire. And if it's upside down or whatever, reversed, I'm sorry. It's just we're all having problems on how to keep our stations from glitching and going off and everything else. I am Miss Mystic. This is 11 card reading at yahoo.com. And email me, call me. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pick a few cards. You've got the King of Q, okay? The King of Q. You're here for a reading, but that news is just so fantastic. I hope that you guys can check it out. But if you don't, everything will be revealed soon. These 3 cards stuck to the bottom of the deck, so we're just going to go ahead and look at them. We've got the Joker, the 2 of Clubs, and the 3 of Clubs. So that's the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and the Joker card, which means anything's possible. And this Joker card's been coming out a lot. 2 of Clubs, 2 of Wands is my card of creativity again. So you have the King of Wands, creativity, and now you're getting the courageous and daring. If we weren't courageous and daring in the other universes, none of this would be happening. We'd already probably all been dead, okay? So I don't know if you guys know this stuff, but we would have been goners by now. But we want to thank Raw Confederacy and the Galactic Alliance just for 2 to thank. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put them back in the deck. We're going to go ahead and shuffle them up and see if we can get a reading here for you. All right. I know I talked a lot, but it's just so exciting. Okay, the reading for the collective today is Stay in the King of Cups. Now, this was just the other day's reading. Stay in the King of Cups mode. Stay in the love mode. We've got Lee Terry, Soul Sister, and Mr. Video, hello, hello on the live chat. Stay in the King of Hearts. Okay, then after that we have, again, the 8 of Swords. Now, what I'm feeling here is that somebody still feels stuck. So it's time to get unstuck. And if you can understand what I just said in the earlier part of this video here for the first 5 minutes, you won't be feeling stuck. But if you're listening to the Matrix, you're listening to your head, you're listening to all the 3D nonsense, you're going to feel stuck. So that'll tell you right there. That'll tell you right there. Are you stuck or are you not? Are you listening to the Matrix too much? Are you too much in 3D? Well, if you're stuck, you are. There was confirmation there. Okay, we have the Knight of Diamonds. Knight of Pentacles. That's the guy that rides on that horse towards his abundance. Abundance is coming. Abundance is coming, right? You always hear that? Well, it's here. It's here. Now, it looks like he has a black eye, doesn't it? Looks like the Joker has a black eye, and I called him a Joker, but he's the Jack. So something's up with the Black Eye Club. We did hear that the head of the pharmacy guy got taken out, and we're hearing all this stuff is going to change. Well, it is. It's behind scenes. You know, I'm glad you guys are listening because you know what I'm talking about. But it's really hard to talk to somebody normal because they don't see it. It's all just nothing's happening, right? But everything is happening. To take out the Red Queen is just unbelievable. The second one was taken out, he said, a while back, but now the main one has been taken out. And the sacred timeline is secured. You know, this is mind-blowing stuff. Lucifer went back to God, you know, and repented. This is some major shit. I know I keep repeating myself, but I've got to get it through to you. The Four of Hearts. 4 of Hearts. And then we're right back to the 6 of Pentacles, which is a card of, what I'm getting from all this is that you're healed, you want equal give and take, you're courageous and daring, you're going towards your abundance, all the truth is coming out, it's just not fast enough, right? Well, This is some major truths. So why do you still feel stuck? Well, because you still got to do what you got to do today in the 3D. You still got to go to work, or you still got to take care of the house, or you still got to pay your bills. And you're like back and forth. Well, just start getting grounded and living in the hour. That's the key. Okay, we're going to go ahead and see what card's on top here. We got the 6 of Swords, 6 of Spades, which is journey. Who's taking a journey? Who's leaving behind the old and coming in for the new? Okay, we're going to do a few of the biblical tarot deck. It's just so exciting. Okay, I know I keep saying that. Let's shuffle these up here. Oops, this one wanted to fall out. We got the Page of Swords. Esther, chapter 7, verse 3. Oh, and look at this. This is funny because this says, then Queen Esther answered. Remember, we were talking about the queens. If I have found favor with you, your majesty, and if it pleases you, grant me my life. This is my petition, and spare my people. This is my request. So check out Esther, chapter 7, verse 3. It says, Esther saves the Jews. Okay, well, this is a sign of a good queen, right? This is Esther, the good queen. We have evil queens too. The queen, the red queen, and the second red queen were AI. Okay, so this is Esther, just a regular girl, just like you and me, or guy, and she just wants to save her people. Why do I do these videos every day and talk the way I talk and tell you to watch the people that I watch? Because we all need to stay together and every single day stay in the hour. We want to save our people. Save our people. Page of Swords. Okay? Then we have the 4 of Candles, huh? It says 2 Samuel, chapter 6, 14 to 16. The ark brought to Jerusalem. Okay, now we just had the 4 of Hearts, and this is the 4 of Candles. Okay, candles, feathers were wands, and candles are swords. So this is more of a healing card. Wearing a linen pod, David was dancing before the Lord with all his might, while he and all of Israel were bringing up the ark of the Lord with shouts and the sound of trumpets. Now that's the exact energy that I had. First you get the Queen card with Esther, and I was talking about the Queen, and now I'm talking about the bringing up. When they were bringing this up, can you see how much joy that David would have? Okay, it says they were bringing up the ark of the Lord with shouts and the sound of trumpets. That's exactly the energy right now, because you heard me. You're like, I can't shut up about it. I'm so excited about what's happening in Astro, right? That's the card. There you go. So check it out. Check out Esther the Queen, and check out 2 Samuel chapter 6, when David brought up the ark. Can you imagine the joy? Isn't it fun when you find something? I see a kitty in the background. Oh, look it out there. That's a raccoon. That's Ricky the raccoon out the window. Hi, Ricky. Hi. Oh, Ricky the raccoon's outside. Let's see if you can see him. Let's see if you can see him. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah. Oh, is that nice? He come to visit us, and it's even light outside. Yeah. So you might want to Google raccoon. Now, they can say that a raccoon in the Indian native tongue was trickster energy, but I don't feel that. I feel the good part of the raccoon. So you guys go ahead and Google what raccoon means, because he came right up to us. He's eating his food. And last time he was here, he had his girlfriend or boyfriend with him. This time he's alone, but there he is right out the window. You can see him right there. You can see him. Straight out the first window there, right over there he is. There he is. Hi, Ricky. I think that's awesome. Okay, so we've got the queen energy and we've got the let's shout, let's blow the trumpets energy, right? Okay, now we're going to do just a couple off of Rider-Waite. Hi, Ricky. Hi, honey. And now he's drinking some waters and washing his hands. You know, it's so funny because it's like a little, I always think raccoons are like little toddlers. He's washing his hands, he's putting the dry food into the water, and then he's eating it, but he's using his hands, just like you and I would do. Standing there just like a 2-year-old, using his hands. It's so cute. You're such a cutie, Ricky. Okay, so we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 of cups in reverse. Now we just had the 8 of cups upright, and now we've got the 8 of cups in reverse. So you're getting unstuck. You're, like I was saying, it's that kind of energy where it goes in and out, just like this lighting, in and out. Everything's in and out. One minute you're overwhelmed with the 3D, the next minute you're like, no, I'm not even going to worry about that. We're not even going to be staying on this timeline, or not timeline, but this dimension, okay? Because we're on the sacred timeline. It's secure, but we're still in the 3D realm. So yeah, so it's like in and out, in and out. Nari, hello. Okay, so the 8 of cups in reverse, and then we have the 5 of cups. So we're getting rid of our disappointment. You see the broken cups here, but he's looking at the 2 full ones. So it's kind of like you're looking at your life and you're saying, well, you know, this has all happened. I'm putting it behind me. I'm walking away from my 8 broken cups and I'm going towards my 9 cups. I want equal give and take. So much is happening in the background that, you know what, I'm going to stay happy. I'm going to stay blowing my trumpet. I'm going to stay feeding my stray animals like that. Oh, that's so beautiful to see him. You know, it's like, that's what gives me joy. So I can still be in 3D. And I can still go to the store and buy food, but I can stay in this realm and stay in this wavelength by listening to people like Ishmael and Michael and Steve, okay? And of course, Miss Mystic is number 1, as Lee says. Okay, so we're going to see what else is here. We've got on the top of the deck, we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So somebody's a little bit not emotional enough. Somebody actually should probably get on that horse and come forward with the cup. Instead, it was upside down. So what I'm feeling is somebody's not moving fast enough. Somebody's not allowing their emotions to run them. They're allowing their head to keep them where they're at. And you may lose out on your Empress or your Emperor by staying stuck. Okay, so that's kind of repeating itself. So I'm going to just end there. You get my drift. You understand that we're in 3D, but we're moving out of it for good. And we are A+ 100% rocking and rolling in the astro. So keep focus. Don't let them pull you back by your coattails. And Ricky and I say thank you for listening. I am Miss Mystic.